First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He was brought down by
a check on the numbers last week for Conner. 18 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And right away, he lost the football. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Sam Darnold sacked. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Pearson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
A 6-yard.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Through multiple tackles. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
45-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Steelers, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Schuster.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30.
Looking to throw. Pearson got an open man. It's Washington.
James Washington.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Jenkins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Pearson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Sam Darnold sacked.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Sam Darnold sacked.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
3rd and 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Pearson, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Pearson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
A pickup of 2.
Again, it'll be counter. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And the Jets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 23-yard.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
To number 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. No reason to do anything foolish as they snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Chris Boswell.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the...
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
New York.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing again is Darnold. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example of playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back.
And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to number 89.
Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
On the run is Connor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Pearson to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Operating from the gun, Pearson. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Darnold from the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Pearson hitting Juju on the slant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pearson, that's complete to his running back, Connor. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
34-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Pearson, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pearson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Here we go, D, get up.
Throwing again. Pearson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation.
He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Now Darnold. He's going up top for Herndon downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, a Hail